Kuzampala, Namaste, good morning to all respected online viewers. Long live their majesties, long live our leaders, and long live our friendship. Welcome to this online Ayurveda and Yoga workshops, Embassy of India, Timpu, ICCR's Nehru Wangchu Culture Center, Yoga teacher, I'm KVSSN Mukhi here. My sincere praise to the Almighty to see all the best things to their majesties in the whole Bhutan. And coming recitation actually related to Ayurveda, also related to yoga. It is saying that how important the purification of the wind, that what we call inside wind, vata, the clearance of vata. So it is saying that pittam pangu, kapam pangu, pangavo maladhatavaha, vayunam yatra niyante, tatra gachati meghavad. See the outside wind, how it is responsible to pull the clouds and it will give the rain. The same thing, inside also we have wind, what we call vata. It is also responsible to give positive effect as well as give negative effect to the inside the body towards the remaining two important dhatus, kapha dosha as mucus as well as biles also. Biles means pitta dosha. So in this regard, I can mention that the pranayam, the importance of the pranayam or breathing exercises. So in your self practices times, so do not only give not only given more importance to the physical exercises, please try to give more importance to the special breathing exercises also through yogic way called pranayam practices. And right, coming to the like COVID protocols. So even though people are taking vaccination, please don't forget to take your masks. And while if you are in the crowd, don't touch any surfaces and always try to follow the hand sanitization and respiratory hygiene also very important. When you are in the homes in the mornings and in the evenings, especially try to use that nozzle oils called Anutaila or Shadbindu Taila, or you can apply plain cow ghee also inside the nostrils, one drop each. Like it will give some good balance at your mucus level. And adequate sleep required 6 to 8 hours of sleep required, 1 more hour may required in the afternoons if you are more active in front of the screens or if you are more active in your affairs and works. And nozzle oils already we mentioned. And steam inhalation, like a steam inhalation, you can use eucalyptus oil or you can use ajwain seed oil or you can use plain steam inhalation also, at least in a day 3 to 4 times, especially this kind of gloomy weather, gloomy environment, it's all required. And also throat gargling technique, so you can use estimadu powder or triphala powder or plain salt water for your throat hygiene. Another important thing is cloves therapy. Cloves powder and honey mixing with the hot water or milk, morning once and evening once, please take them. Again we have very important like health tonics called kada chai as well as milk. So these two are two separate applications, so do not at a time drink these two. So at least give 3 to 4 hours time between these two. So morning you can choose kada chai and evening you can choose golden milk preparation. Also in everyone's homes we have traditional home remedies called turmeric, garlic, ginger, cumin, cinnamon, jaljeera powder and hing, asafoetida, honey, as well as shilajit, local shilajit and local cordyceps. These are home Ayurvedic remedies. It's naturally it will cause the good immunity and good health. But don't please see that this portion should not be excess in the foods, unless like it will go for diarrhea also. So be very balanced diet and be choose this Ayurvedic ingredients also how to do in a balanced way. So coming to the practices this week, as we know that we are seeing some of the important remedies for the gout. So whatever the causes of, to the gout, maybe it's because of high protein intake or high fat intake or seafoods intake, as well as more intake of cabbage and cauliflower. Please remember, when you notice this kind of situation, swollen toes or inflammation or redness around your toes, immediately you can suspect that it is not the normal condition. Immediately stop these products. So stop alcohol, stop smoking, and stop red meat, and stop seafoods, as well as stop carbohydrates also, or reduce the carbohydrates. So first thing is you have to choose more drinking of water and more fruit diet and more vegetable diet. And plus we have in Ayurveda we have very simple and important drugs also. That's actually drugs as well as that's actually foods also. But please take some consideration from your yoga teacher and like the people who knows these practices very well. What we call Samira Pannagaras and Chopachinyadi Churna and Rasa Sindora, Shilajityadi Yoga, as well as next one is Siddha Haritala Basma, and especially I can mention that Gugulu, what we call Amrutadi Gugulu, Namaka Gugulu, Kaisaka Gugulu, as well as Maharaj Gugulu and Chandra Prabha Gugulu. All these variations are very simple and very effective remedies to level this kind of uric acid from the blood. And especially when you see this kind of gout situation, you can immediately sense that water intakes should be high. So obviously, like if you will give more exercise to the kidneys in bringing good water levels, so obviously it will function well. And plus today's our important and simple applications for this gout is lemon water. So in a day at least try to take 2 to 3 lemons, but choose proper way of taking this one. When you want to take any milk related items, then please choose at least 2 hours time. In your water content please add lemons also. And the second application is fresh beans. Fresh beans, and you can choose like a what we call soup, fresh beans soup, morning 1 or 2 times and afternoon 1 or 2 times and evening 1 or 2 times. So instead of adding more carbohydrates in your food, you can choose this kind of soups also. You can choose this fruits and the soups. And the third important remedy is buttermilk. So when you don't want to take lemon juice, then at least in a day at least take 1 liter to 1.5 liter buttermilk in regular intervals. So in that again do not add more salt, but you can add lemon juice again if you want, if it is required. Then next application is tricottu and honey. Tricottu, as we know that this is a 3 important Ayurvedic herbs. One is Indian long pepper and black pepper and a dry ginger powder. So like you can choose one or you can choose this combination, tricottu combination plus honey. So morning once and afternoon once and evening once, whenever you are taking, the quantity must be like only 2 ml or 3 ml, or okay, half teaspoon of tricottu with a glass of water, full glass of water. When you are following this kind of remedies, please follow the diet restrictions also. Please immediately stop red meat, and please immediately stop high fat as well as high protein intakes. Then once you will be so clear in this diet, by adding more fruits in your diet, by adding more vegetables in your diet, in just 3 4 days or 5 days, almost like you can see 30% 40% good changes. Plus take advice from the doctor also, what should do and what should not do in this gout situation. And please remember, when you have this kind of situation, don't go for overstrain or cycling or jogging or weightlifting or any other things. Even in the yoga also we have many postures that depend on your particular body weight, as well as that's depend on your flexibility. So like today also we will see lots of other yoga exercises. Let's join to the yoga class now. So in the management of gout, every posture has its own importance, but the way how we are doing is very important. Sun salutations we can call as sun salutation is a chap of all. So it has many things inside, but please choose proper way of learning this kind of sun salutations. Basically, while standing, please remember, while standing, especially if you have gout issues, try to always wear a shoe or slippers that should have a good cushion. So barefoot walking not really suitable to the people who are having this kind of arthritis and gouty arthritis. Okay, let's coming to the yoga. And in sun salutations we have mantra and bijakshara and sloka chanting. According to your traditional faith, you can follow these practices or you can follow only physical practices. So take a long deep inhalation and exhalation, then after that open your 2 hands up and keep a pranamasan above to the head called Kailasha Mudra. Then slowly bring them together at your chest called Anahata Pranamasan. Om Hiranmayena Patrena Satyasyapi Hitam Mukham तत्वं पूषन् अपावृणु सत्यधर्माय दृष्टये ॐ ह्रां ह्रीं ह्रूं ह्रैं ह्रौं रः मित्ररविसूर्यभानुकगपूष्ण हिरण्यगर्भमरीच आदित्य सवित्र अर्कभास्कराय नमः. Touch your arms forward, lift your both the arms up. Once completely pull the arms up. So next one is coming to forward bending. If you have any issues with the lower back or neck or blood issues or heart ailments, avoid this forward bends or choose proper way of doing. Then here right leg must be the back leg called Asva Sanchalanasana. But when you have knee issues or hip issues or ankle issues, choose easiest methods in this posture also. And back leg straight and join your forward leg to back leg called Dandasana or Santulanasana. Few seconds stay in this plank posture. Then after that stick the body towards the floor or coming to Ashtanga Namaskarasana. Once completely press the body and two palms and forehead or chin and chest and two knees and toes on the floor. Then like a sea wave, lift the body up. Lifted head cobra posture called Bhujangasana. Then from there mountain triangular posture, another forward bending. But if you have any head elements or ear issues or blood pressure issues, avoid that forward bend also. But please remember that mountain triangle posture is a pre-position of headstands posture. Then push the body completely forward and stay. And right leg feels your again forward leg called Asva Sanchalanasana or horse riding posture. And right back leg straight on the toes and join your back leg knee up, join your back leg to the forward leg called Pada Hastasana. And lift your both the arms and the body up, Uttanasana or Sarir Uttanasana or Hasta Uttanasana. Once completely pull yourself and put a slight back bend called Ardha Chandrasana or Ardha Chakrasana. Again slightly keep your body straight. Pranamasana above to the head called Kailasha Mudra. Then slowly bring them together at your chest called Anahata Pranamasana. Then slowly lift your both the arms with inhalation and with exhalation wide your both the arms and very slowly keep them down. Alright, few seconds resting, lock your both the hands back and take that long slow deep inhalations and exhalations. And right, today's as per our schedule we have chair yoga exercises. So according to your body weight, you can choose two chairs or you can choose one chair, but be very convenient while doing the exercises. Alright, keep your position straight, take a long slow inhalation, a small warm up for the neck, lift your chin up towards your right side and left side. Just go for your half cycle head, half cycle chin up, half cycle. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then 7, then relaxations. Enough, come back. One long slow inhalation and exhalation. Now let's come into the actually practices. Today we have Mandukasana, one practices in the variations in the Vajrasana as well as Seshankasana also. Keep your both the legs together. Alright, when you have any issues, blood pressure or heart elements, do it very slow. Okay, close your fist with thumb outside. Then keep them at your lower navel region. So completely lift your chest up, lift your chin up and very slowly push your body, begin your bending from your abdomen. Then create a sensitive pressure and completely breathe out. So when you have more flexibility, you can hang your head till your knees also. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and very slowly lift your chin. Then very slowly come back. Very simple exercise in management of diabetes, very simple exercise in management of constipation also. So one long slow inhalation and exhalation. Right, same exercise we are doing for extra pressure. So keep your one leg completely down and fold, second leg must be at the same place. And now try to keep your one fist close, second fist on the first fist and try to put it inside. Like please remember it will create more pressure when you are doing this one. So take it. Then here also while completely bend the body and create pressure at the concerned abdomen area and put your chin on the knee if possible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Lift your chin. Then very slowly come back, resting. then slowly straight relaxations, long slow inhalations and exhalations. Then same exercise opposite side and choose one leg completely flat under the chair. Second leg must be straight and push your both the fists one another. Then after that try to create that extra pressure while doing this exercise. And very slowly bend the body forward while exhalation give a pressure and stay. Try to put your chin or forehead on the knee and stay now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and lift your chin and head. Then very slowly come back. Then come straight, relaxation. Enough, come straight. Then take a long slow inhalation and exhalation. So because of this simple forward bend, we need to do back bending exercise also. So that's a very simple exercise. Try to choose chair's backrest to hold the chair's backrest with your two hands on the top or at the middle. So here throughout the practice, keep push the abdomen forward, completely stretch your shoulders back, lift your chest plate and lift your chin up and create a maximum back bending here while stretching the abdomen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and very slowly come straight, resting, relaxation, one long inhalation. So if you think that it is not enough back bending, so you can choose further more back bending. Keep your both the hands on the chair's bottom. Alright, keep your both the legs forward. So what we call decline bridge posture. Completely lift your chest up and lift your chin up and few seconds stay in this posture. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. Then very slowly come straight, relaxation, sit down. Then slowly walk back, then after that properly sit on the chair. And long and deep and slow inhalation and exhalation. And still more inhalation, exhalation. So if you still think that we require more back bending, still we have another way of back bending called Ardha Chandrasana. So first turn towards your right side or left side. So properly stretch your back leg. Try to put that back leg support on the toes. Lift your back leg heel. Do not voluntarily bend your knee, but slightly curve your knee. Then here keep your body turned completely. Take a long slow inhalation. Alright, hold chair's handle or hold your own knee to lift your alternate arm up and give a back bend and stay. This is what we call Ardha Chandrasana variation. And 1, 2, 3, 4 and then slowly come straight. 5, resting. And same thing opposite side, properly make support of the chair or on your own knee, then lift your alternate arm up and give a stretch and for more back bending and stay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then again very slowly come back, resting. So to use this same posture, lift your two hands at a time up. On the support of back leg toes, lift your arms and few seconds put a back bend. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then again very slowly come back. Keep your hands down. Take again long, slow, deep inhalation and exhalation. Turn the body straight. Once check your breath and check your body line up. Right. So here while doing the exercises, do not overstrain the body or don't give over force while doing these exercises. So be very convenient and very confident. So in doing yoga, we have relaxation even in every posture. So try to keep your back leg stretch on opposite side and choose proper way of doing here. Lift your one hand up and prepare a back bend and stay now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then very slowly come back, resting and relaxation till now. Again long slow inhalation and exhalation. Then same thing here, alternate arm up, lift your arm and stay for the same exercise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Relaxation, enough again. Then take a long pause. Again long slow inhalation and exhalation. Once check your back leg and once check your forward leg. Again rejoin the same practices. Alright, lift your two hands at a time up and keep the body Slightly push the body back, stretch and stay for only 10 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then relaxation sit up and slowly rise. Alright, take care of the posture again, then very slowly turn the body straight. Again, long, slow and deep inhalations and exhalations. And more long, slow, deep inhalations and exhalations. Alright, and now let's coming to the pranayam. Please remember, while doing these exercises with the simple available props, it will double the your practices. In fact, it is so easy to do yoga exercises with the simple props, with the stick, with the chair, with the ball, with the other small equipments. Okay, let's free yourself long, slow pause, inhalation and exhalation. So after finishing your physical yoga practices, it's also advised to give a small gap before doing your pranayams. And today also we have the same pranayam sloka in Bijakshara mantra and pranayams, two pranayamas what we call Ujjayi pranayam as well as Bhastrika pranayam. Okay, just long, slow inhalation. When you have your traditional belief to do this chanting, you can follow or you can follow only physical practices. Now, that's coming to the actually practices of the mantra chanting. Take a long pause, inhalation and exhalation. Om Kesavaya Swaha. Om Madhavaya Swaha. Om Narayanaya Swaha. Om Adya Samadhi Tatpala Siddhyartham Asana Purvakan Pranayamadin Karishye. Om Sandh Sandh Sandhi. Then keep the arms down. Just feel that long deep inhalation and exhalation. So in other words, this sloka's meaning is called yoga practices, physical practices or pranayam or mudra, bandha or any segments in the yoga practices not only mentioned for physical health or immunity or metabolic activity rate or longevity, but it has a definite journey towards the spiritual upliftment, what we call nirvana or samadhi. To reach that state, one should be aware of the physical health, one should be cautious about the physical health, mental health, social health. Okay, now coming to actually practices. So today also we have that same two exercises. One is called Ujjayi pranayam, psychic breath, and second one is called Bhastrika pranayam. Especially in the management of the gout as well as in the management of general health. So these two pranayams are eligible. Coming to sloka chanting, for the Ujjayi pranayam, it has given that Slashma dosha haram kante dehanala vivardhanam nadi jalodara dhatu gata dosha vinasanam. It is saying that it is not only good for the phlegm imbalances, it's also good for the practices to run the 7 important dhatus flexible very easily inside the body. The dhatus are rasa, rakta, mamsa, meda, asti, majja, sukra. So body fluids and blood, muscular tissues, adipose tissues, bone tissues, as well as majja means again related to bone marrow. Then coming to last one is reproductive tissues. And it is also this Ujjayi pranayam also good in making the passages, pranic pravaha passages freely, what we call Ida, Pingala, Sushumna, and these are 3 important pranic pravaha channels. So like as we know that 72,000 different pranic pravaha channels inside. So altogether it will end up with the 3 important channels. Again these 2 will be end up in the Sushumna channel. So this is all about the yogic language or spiritual language. When we want to understand that, we have to experience this kind of practices. Coming to the actually next sloka, coming to Bhastrika. Bhastrika also very important practices in management of the fitness, lungs fitness and immunity as well as metabolic activities. As well as in the management of Vata, Pitta, Kapha, management also it's very important practices, what we call Vata, Pitta, Slashma, Haram, Sarir, Agni, Vivardhanam, Kundali, Bodhakam, Kshipram, Pavanam, Sukadam, Hitam, Brahma, Nadi, Mukhe, Samasta, Kapadyar, Gala, Nasanam. So whatever the errors inside the body throughout the channel of the kundali, the internal dormant energy, that will be completely rectified because of simple Vastrika practices. Also, this is called as a Dehanala Vivardhana, what we call Sariragni Vivardhana, metabolic activator or immunity activator. And also coming to the Vata, Pitta, Kapha, Dosha, Nivarani means it will rectify the errors inside the body which can caused by the overwind inside or over mucus inside or inside bites. But coming to the practices, it's very simple and very easy. So that because of our online participants, we are not creating any tough schedules or any breath holding or retention techniques. It's a very simple. Let's make it still more simple. So basically, yoga is very easy and very simple, and you can observe the results very quick. That surest, safest, and swiftest way, the yoga path. So keep your hand, right hand out, then take a long, slow inhalation and exhalation. Please remember, this pranayama mudra applicable only for the pranayamas which can be closed and open the nostrils, but especially while in the Ujjayi pranayam, it is not really recommended. But when people have the kind of confusion how to create a sound from the throat level, for them this mudra again it will be useful. So that try to open your right hand last two fingers or first two fingers. Just put it around your throat. It is not really required, but maybe few people can observe the result. So right, while breathe in, try to hit the walls of the throat with the breath, with the inhalation air. Try to create that baby snoring sound. While exhalation, keep the arm down and properly exhale the air from the nose on. Let's start the practices here. Alright, inhalation. And keep the hand down. Very slowly breathe out with the nose. Again, second count, inhalation. Then put the hand down, then slowly breathe out. So this sound may not come inside our video because this is very sensitive and subtle sound. That is, you yourself make your sound from the throat. Now third count, inhalation. And then slowly breathe out. Fourth count, inhalation. Again, slowly breathe out. Last inhalation, breathe in. Then again, slowly, completely breathe out. Okay, few seconds break after this Ujjayi pranayam. Still, if you want to drink a sip of water, you can drink, but not more water. Okay, coming to Vastrika pranayam, we are doing the same practices, same format, 10 strokes, after that 10 strokes, after that 10 strokes. If you have any kind of blood fluctuations issues or heart ailments or any ear issues, eardrum issues, do not immediately jump into these practices. Right, coming to the Vastrika, it's a sharp inhalation, completely opposite side of Kapalabhati practice. It's a sharp inhalation, slow exhalation. Keep your position straight and starting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then slowly, completely inhalation and exhalation. And second spell, starting same exercise, sharp inhalation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then again slowly but deep inhalation and exhalation. And third, last spell, starting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last counts 10, then again slowly but long deep inhalations and exhalations. Right, soon after finishing your Bhastrika Pranayam or total Pranayam section, and please choose some more time to do dharana practices if you know well, or please choose Strataka practices, concentration practices. And once you will finish your concentration practices and dharana activities, and coming to next exercise called Yoga Nidra or power naps, to give more relaxations and to give more strength to the body and the mind. And once you will finish your total yoga workout, based on the timing, based on the practices, it will require of 15 minutes time for bathing, as well as further 5 minutes take time to take breakfast. And in the afternoon, please see all possibilities how to take a power nap before your lunch hour. It will be good to improve the productivity from you, as well as it will good to give good regeneration to you. And in the evening, once you will be totally free from your all activities and before your dinner time, please try to create 15 minutes to 30 minutes time to do your self yoga exercise. Again, in them, inside your yoga exercises, please try to choose proper way of doing back bending, any simple back bending, any simple inverted posture. Coming to the breathing exercise, also very important. Please do some more time for your breathing exercises, pranayam. And tomorrow, when we are meeting here at the same time for the same region, we will see still more good exercises in Ayurveda for the same gout related issues, as well as good practices in yoga also. So thanking you all to giving me this wonderful opportunity. Take care of yourself, stay away from the bad habits, and do yoga also. Thanking you all.